What is up, everybody? It's your boy Rogue here. So, you guys asked for it, so you guys shall receive. This is my first place undefeated Ubel deck profile for the April 2024 format. This is not new ban list. The ban list got dropped literally 2 days after I got first place. I got first place on my Thursday local Sully Abode. Shout out to that shop. It was a 4-round event, and I ended up beating Snake Eyes Fire Kings in the last round. And I think my first round, I beat Buster Blader. Second round, I ended up facing off against, I can't even remember the deck in all honesty, but I know the third round, I ended up beating Blackwing. So it's a pretty tough event to say the least. And if you guys want to see that, see how I faced off against those matchups and what I did, make sure to check out my vlog. I'll probably have like an iCard somewhere right here, or it'll probably pop up at the end of this video. Watch all my Yu-Gi-Oh vlogs to see how I take this deck to the next level. So, starting off strong with one OG Yubel, so stable for the deck. You guys already know what he does. Can't be sure by battle by card effects. Actually, he can't be sure by card effects. What am I saying? He can't be sure by battle. And your opponent will take the damage you will take, and if your opponent attacks him, they take the damage. And then when he's destroyed, you bring out the Terra Incarnate. Now, the big things about both of these guys, Yubel's the end phase, got a Tribute guy to stay on the board, or destroys himself. Terra Incarnate just blows up your entire board at the end phase, so you pretty much want to get rid of these dudes. Yubel's cool, you can keep them on the field if you, depending on your certain setup. Terra Incarnate, you typically link him off and then bring him back. It's a good card, but you just run the Terra Incarnate because he floats. At least in my experience so far. 3 Spirit Yubels, this makes the deck, and I'll honestly your opponent attacking during the battle phase. They think they finna win. You drop this on them like you used to drop Goros back in the day. Can't be destroyed by battle. You take no damage from battles involving him. And then, yeah, when opponent declares attack, you special summon him. Then when you summon, you can set or add to your hand one spell trap from your deck that mentions Ubel. That's huge. And then when he's destroyed, you float Ubel from your, I believe that's Banish Zone, Graveyard, and or hand, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. If this card special summon, add, then it declares an attack. Turn, then declares an attack. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, yeah. When it's destroyed, special summon one Ubel that is banished in your hand, deck rare. So it's really good. Really powerful. You run 3, no exceptions. 3 Bark Beckoning Beasts as well. At first, I was running 2 on my last build. For you guys that's on my last build, pumped to the 3. This is the best, one of the best non-Ubel cards in the deck. You pretty much summon this to go grab the continuous spell that allows you to special summon from the graveyard. You link him off into like an Almirage. So that way, if you open up Spirit of Ubel or Ubel, you can just pitch Ubel, bring it out, pitch Spirit, bring him out, use his effect to set 1, which is going to be your Nightmare Paint, and get the ball rolling with your combos. 3 Samsara Lotus, you're going to run this at 3. It's the Lone Fire Blossom of the deck. Best thing about it as well, he does have that quick effect that you can, when your opponent's monster effect is activated and you control Ubel, a Ubel monster, you can attribute this card. The activated effect becomes destroy one Ubel monster in the field. So that's really good now, honestly, because you have this on the field with your Spirit of Ubel or your Ubel, negate the monster effect and change it to the Ubel on the field, which is huge because you're going to float your Ubel into your regular Ubel. So that's really good. 1 Shivara. I'm only running a really minor Unchained engine. I'm running this Shivara in the trap. Mainly because I saw the OCG list. A lot of them was only trending to run this. Reason why, because when the next set drops, Yubel get the field spell. That Squirmy card, which is like their, I call it their version of Treeborn Frog, even though it doesn't float from the graveyard. It's just really good, and they get more consistency. So you kind of don't, you want this deck to be around 40 cards to start to get the ball in, because it's a combo deck. You're not gonna really have room for the other Unchained monster that destroy spells and spells and traps. And plus, it's a quick effect, so you can do it on your opponent's turn. And he's really good at dodging imperms and Veiler. So I like it. It's good. It's a good starter. It helps you when you want to make your link plays. 3 Nibiru. Nibiru is a staple in the Ubel deck because, especially next format, considering a lot of the Omni Negate monsters got hit outside of Appaloosa. You can. I literally won a few games at locals the other day because I nibbed. They had a token, bring out Spirit, bring out regular Ubel, attack, GG, because I had Nightmare Pain. So, really good. Token had like 3,000 to 4,000 defense, or 6,000 defense in my case from locals. And yeah, you just run into token and you win. I was doing the Kaiju package originally, but I'm like, just made it 3 Nibiru, end up doing Kaijus. 3 Ash because it's Ash and branded. I hate the branded deck, so you kind of got to run Ash because, yeah, Ash is too good. 1 for 1. It's decent. Only reason I say it's decent because Ash Blossom exists. However, when it resolves and you don't have to waste your normal summon for a Samsardi Lotus, you're in a really good position. I cut my Pot of Prosperity down to 2, mainly because I'm just getting ready for the field spell to come out. And I kind of wanted to fit Mature Chronicles, so I'm like, let me just cut because I want to keep this deck at 40. And I like it, you know, because I found in my playtesting, like, 3 pots was okay. I ran into a lot of times where I'll pot into a pot or I'll top deck another pot late game and do pot again. And I don't want to get rid of my extra deck stuff. So I think 2 pots is a good happy medium. Mature Chronicle is pretty good. Shout out to Trinity Yugioh, another Yubel duelist on YouTube I've been following, who I've been learning a lot of combos from. This helps you play through stuff because each time a monster is special that each time a monster is special that is a Yubel monster or mentions Yubel, he plays a counter on it. So you Samsardi Lotus and etc. Remove a counter, bring back Yubel from your graveyard. 2 counters, banish card from your add 1 banish card to your hand from your banish zone. 3 banish card from deck. 4 destroy card in the field. 5 counters, add Super Poly. So it's pretty good. A lot of cool combos you can do with this. And yeah, let me know if you guys want a combo video with Yubel. I'll definitely happily make one for you guys. 3, opening of the Spirit Gates. Best card in the deck, hands down. Opening this just feels so good because yeah, they waste the Ash Blossom and the Star Creep from getting Dark back in the Beast. But if you have like something else in your hand, like a something like Lotus, or if you open the Beast, normal summon, make Almirage, pitch, bring out Spirit, and get your combo started. 3 Nightmare Pain, this makes the deck as well. If this card ever gets hit, this deck probably won't be as good. It literally does everything for you. Destroy a dark monster in your hand, or face on the field, add a Yubel or 1 card that mentions it from your deck to your hand, which is really busted. And then, while you control a Yubel monster, your opponent monsters that can attack must attack Yubel monsters, and your opponent takes any of the damage you would have taken from that battle. So that's really good. And yeah, man, it's one of those cards that, yeah, it's really good. Because your opponent takes any battle damage you would have taken from my battles involving Yubel monsters makes the deck good, because a lot of times when you have Spirit of Yubel on the board and you just want to pit in, work with him, or just a regular Yubel for that matter, you want to go on the offensive, and this allows the deck on the offensive. 2 Super Polys, cut it from 3. Like I said, my extra deck changed a lot since the last profile, and 2 was a good happy medium. I never overdrew it, and I never underdrew it. I felt like it was just right. 2 Triple Tactical Talents. I was running that other one, the one with the Crossover Designator. I was running that for a while because in the LCG, Yubel runs it. But that's also because in the LCG, people play Max C. And I'm like, you know what? I don't like Crossover Designator. Even if we have Max C, I probably still wouldn't like it. I like Triple Tax because I can get the knowledge from my opponent's hand. I can take their monster, link it away. So many things you can do. And I just think it's a good card. So I tested it and it worked. 1 Call by the Grave. I think it's a pretty much staple in any combo deck. The 1 Unchained Amber, because when you do Unchained combos, you set this when you link off the Shirvara, and then you can bring back an Unchained monster to link again, or if you open it and your opponent destroys it, you get a free pop. So it's pretty cool. 1 Rivalry, haven't won a game with it yet. Didn't even draw it in my tournament, but it's just there, just for it being a broken floodgate. 3 Imperms, because it's a staple format card, and 2 Eternal Favorites. Never won at 3. I feel like 3 is overkill. 2 is just right. Next, when a new support come out, I'm probably gonna cut it to 1, because sometimes it can get clunky and you're just resetting it for no reason. Because when you already have 1 on the field, it's just really good. Bring back your Yubel just to poke for damage on your opponent. So yeah, I like this deck, man. It did really good at locals the other day. 40 card main deck. Let me get to extra deck now. 2 Yubel Loving Defender. I see why the LCG only run 1 in their Yubel builds. At first I was like, this card is insane, but I'm like, you rarely bring them out. Like it's like usually a turn finisher when you do, and or it's like an emergency card when you open up Yubel with Super Poly, or if you have a Yubel on board and your opponent can't wipe you and you just keep crashing their monster, your opponent has to combo off, and then you bring this out. So it's really just a turn killer. It's really good, really powerful. I just wish he floated, but if he floated, he'd be too insane. Definitely cutting this to 1 once we get more support. Well, the new set support. Then 1 Garura, 1 Mud Dragon of Swamp, 1 Draco Sablia, 1 Starving Venom, all Super Poly targets. These are all really good just for generic matchups. I probably go into Starving Venom the most because people play a lot of dark decks. And Predaplan too, because Branded is a thing. Heroes, I ran into that, and Predaplan helped me beat Heroes. So really good card. Typhon, bro. I love this card, bro. Playing as fire and or just like Sword Soul, bring out Typhon, it helps a lot. Gen Buster, the games I could have made it, I didn't make it because I opted just to go full unchained Yamna combos, but I think it's gonna be better next set, just depending on your certain hand. Going into game 2 and 3, you might want to go this first just to dodge hand traps. It's really good. Requires 2 darks. You can make it with 2 dark back in the beast by dark back in the beast. Search out the spell. Normal summon uses affected extra normal summon another dark back in the beast. Make Gem Buster pass. It's really good if you brick and just open up nothing but dark back in the beast. At least you have a monster negate. So when you're opponent activate a monster effect, detach 2 materials and they get the activation and do burn your opponent for 500, which is pretty good. You also have max package because it just helps you OTK. The Yama for your unchained combos. Mud Cracker from the Underworld for comboing. I made a misplay in my vlog. I tried to bring this out and I read it. I'm like, oh, I can't link him off turn summon. But I understand why it's good because he helps you just bring back Ubel and keep on recycling because this deck wants to recycle a lot. The GOAT of the deck, honestly, Almirage is so good. You want to bring this out 90% of the time because when your Dark Back in the Beast gets hit, or if it does get hit, or if you just open up a clunky hand where you open up Spirit and Dark Back in the Beast, you got full combo because of Almirage. You link the Dark Back in the Beast off, make Almirage. Now you have a 0 attack guy in the graveyard for your continuous spell. You open the Spirit to pitch your Spirit and get the ball rolling, or pitch your D Lotus and get the ball rolling. Soul of the Rage. Because you kind of need it for your own chain package. And one Nightmare Unicorn. This is going to be SP Little Knight when I get a Little Knight. This is my substitute for Little Knight, which I think is good. You know, unlike Little Knight, it doesn't have the quick effect to banish a monster, but it does have an unsummon interruption effect. So it's pretty good, honestly. Good budget version if I can't get a Little Knight. And then, of course, this is banned, but you guys get to see the full list. I took the locals that got first place with. 3 summon limit. I don't know when I'm gonna replace this yet. I haven't even modified my deck. Cause like I said, the new support comes out literally in a week and it's legal the week of my regional. So my whole deck is about to get ready to change soon, but I just want to get you guys this profile. So 3 summon limits I ran, which is really good, but that don't matter because the card's banned now. 3D shifter. And originally when I built this deck, I was main decking it. I found out main decking this, it's okay. But if you go first, it's good because you can activate it on your turn. If you have a bad hand, make like a Gem Buster and pass. Your opponent can do something, pass. If they're playing like a graveyard based deck, then you can OTK by doing Ubel combos with the Goose Off match package. Or if you go second, opening this up, you can slow the opponent down. The problem with Shifter though, while it's good and this deck doesn't hurt as much, a lot of the times you can't really do anything. At least I haven't found a way yet. I could be wrong. But I do side it in against graveyard-based decks. Like I sided in against Heroes, just didn't draw it. Evenly matched MVP. I wasn't playing this at first, but when I saw Buddy who top 8 at the regionals, he main deck 3 of these with 3 skill drain. I'm like, let me try this at least in a side deck, and bro, it works. I mean, simplify game state, clear the field, start your Ubel combos, and then you kind of lock your opponent out because they burnt their resources, and on your following turn, you're just gonna win because you're gonna make them attack with either Nightmare Pain, or you're going to slow them down with more floodgates. And I was running the Kaiju package in the side deck for decks that can spam out Omni Negate monsters. There's 3 in Earth Kaiju Slumber, 1 of each of the big Kaijus because it kind of goes with the whole theme of Yubel. However, I never sided in against one. So even against Heroes where it would have been good, didn't even side it in. I don't know how I feel about the Kaiju package moving forward because you have Nibiru. Because since Nibiru is a thing, you kind of don't want to side out Nibiru for the Kaiju package because Nibiru just arguably be a bit better. But it is good to have because my thought process was against decks that could just spam out Omni Negates, you want to Kaiju them. This will probably be better next set though because Purely just got their that spell for them off the ban list. So you can always Kaiju their big Purely monster and pop off. So we'll see. This probably is in my side deck for right now. But yeah, man, this is my first place Ubel profile. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Watch the vlog if you guys haven't seen it already. It was a good one. And man, it's your boy Rogue, and I'm signing out. Peace and staying a bit of deuces. You guys have a great rest of your day.